say all around my like facilitating and my shot. Like my shot has really improved over that summer break, our summer session, and just being like a more solid point guard. Taking care of the ball, finding my guys, and putting them in the right spots for them to get easy buckets. I would say that's where my growth has really jumped.
I know.
Seven different players in the program. I feel that you should take one
I would say I took more of a vocal. I've been more vocal since our guys left. We had Chuck and our guys leave and all that, but I feel like I've still been as vocal as I was when those guys were still here. That's just the type of player that I am. I'm just a vocal guy. I like to be talking. It makes it easier for my teammates and myself included.
You're one of the guys who kind of pushes the intensity, for game, especially with the guards. A lot of different guards here that apply themselves as well. How have you seen yourself kind of push some of those guys?
Man, the guards we brought in and Daniel Freitag and Cameron Hunter, I've seen big jumps from them since the summer to now. Like those guys, like we continue to push each other day in and day out, and it shows. Like one day, one guy might get the best of the other guy, and on like that. So it's good having that depth at our guard positions, and we can't wait to get Max back.
A lot of names come up. Talk about the guard situation. There's I guess. How are you guys handling those reps?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
A lot of names come up. There's like 5 guys who are taking reps at the point guard. I guess. How are you guys handling those reps throughout the preseason? How's it kind of looking?
It's honestly flowing pretty smoothly. We all take turns at the one, whether it's we're doing 5 on no or going up or down. Everybody takes turns out of me, Cam, JB, Max. We all take turns because really there are no numbers nowadays. It's just get out there and play basketball. So really anybody could be our one, and it's fun like being able to rotate those guys through and being able to play off the ball as well.
Is Cam only Did you guys talk about that?
Well, we came up with a funny joke. We said if anybody says Cam, we just gonna ignore them until they physically come up to us and are making it obvious that they talking to us. So that's how we're gonna figure that out.
Hey, Cam, as someone who came into the program as a transfer, how have you kind of helped the other transfers this offseason come into this program, this culture?
Oh, man, I've just been open to any questions that they've had about the program, about just being a transfer coming here. Anything they have, I always let them know, like, I'm open. If you need to call me, text me, put me to the side at practice, just talk to me. We'll talk it through. I help. I'm not here to be the guy that just make you go out on your own and figure it out. I'm willing to help my teammates because that'll just make us stronger together.
It feels like you're a guy who just leads the Wisconsin culture. You kind of just expect it from yourself.
Man, I'm just like you guys said. My teammates said I made a big leap. I'm looking to make an even bigger one. I'm not satisfied where I am now, and I'm just hoping to continue to grow my game to be the point guard that this team needs.
I saw you really chronicled your rehab journey this offseason on Instagram and everything. What was that process like? How are you feeling? Why was it so important to you to so publicly chronicle that?
Oh, that's a great question. It was so important to me to just share my my timeline because that was my first serious injury. First time having surgery, first time missing the game and being out for that long. And it I found not saying that I lost my joy of the game, but I found I went back to when I first fell in love as a little kid with the game. So that it just felt important to me to share that with the world, because it was my first time being out, and it really helped me with my mental too. Just being able to track my journey really helped speed the process up.
How was not being able to play for that long? And you talk about kind of taking the joy away from the game.
Man, it was frustrating. I would come in here during our spring workouts, and even the first half of the summer, I would just come in here and have to watch or work out on the side when I finally got back on my feet. And it was just hard because I wanted to be out there. I was just itching to get on the court. So some days are harder than others, but I got through it. I had good people in my corner helping me push through, and we made it through.
That happened in the offseason. Obviously, it probably meant that you were playing for something towards the end of the year. I guess. What did you learn about yourself, kind of playing through pain and still finding the energy that you were able to find in that stretch run?
Oh man, I didn't find anything out about myself. I always knew that I was a fighter. I wasn't gonna let that injury weigh me down. If the doctor said I was good enough to go back out and play, I was gonna play. If the doctor told me to sit down, I would have sat down and just listened to the doctor. But she gave me the option to go back and play, so I took it. I took my rehab serious during that stretch that I was out, those 11 games. I took everything serious. did everything the trainer told me to do, and I worked my way back. And like I said, some days during that were harder than others too. Feet were killing me, but it was worth it. You know, I wanted to come back and help my team.
Pride yourself on being able to not, go into the game and not make mistakes. Like, make the right play at all times. I guess, how difficult is that to do when you're fighting off pain and sound diabetes?
Man, honestly, it's not as difficult as you think it is, because I was more so worried about just not hurting myself again. So I wasn't even thinking about being perfect. I was just out there I was just making the right reads, because I was just trying to make sure I didn't put my foot in any pain.
Obviously, last year was a sequence where you're going after the ball and you end up hurting your toe. Is there any, I guess, limitations that you kind of just have mentally when you're coming back on the court and trying to be as physical as you are, knowing that you're coming back from your
No limitation. Ever since I've been back, I've just been full go. Like, once the trainer gave me the clear, I just been feeling good. Like, each day is better than the other. And I honestly feel like I'm better now than I was before I injured my foot. I feel like I view my injury as a blessing in disguise. I think it added a different level to my game.
You talked about the shooting aspect. I know you do something, but do you feel you might be playing maybe a little bit more off ball with the amount of guards that you guys can
right
have
after
with
this
the
practice. Have you taken it?
For sure. I can see it. We can have a nice little 1-2 punch for sure, where different guys are coming off of ball screens and I catch myself off ball. And honestly, I don't mind that. I grew up playing like that in high school. It was always a 1-2 punch. So me being off the ball, it just allows me to get down to the basket even easier than before.
With some of the offseason shooting you guys added, and you talked about shooting there with Amos and Utonje, do you guys foresee the offense looking a little differently this year?
Honestly, I think it'll still be more so the same. We still gonna feed our big guy down low, because we know he's a willing passer. Like, he's still gonna find our guys, and that just adds more around him, so he can have more time down there working, getting to the basket. And if he can't, he got shooters outside knocking it down.
Guard was talking about he's talking about opening up the Big Ten and how that's kind of evolving the game and how things are more intense. Have you felt a different level of intensity in practice early on?
Oh, 100%. With the guys we brought in and how these first few weeks of practice has gone, every day has been intense. We are getting after each other, and that's only good. It's going to make us better. It's going to make the games come easier.
Don't know if you saw Wisconsin, preseason Big Ten media poll ranked 12th. How do you guys kind of take that? Is that something you kind of just have a chip on your shoulder? You guys don't care about that at all? How do you guys kind of go about it?
No chip on the shoulder. We don't pay attention to rankings. It's people just doing their job, and they're getting paid to do. So we are here to play basketball. They there to do their job. So no chip on the shoulder. We don't even pay attention to that. We just gonna go on the court, and when we get between those 4 lines, we'll see what happens. Cool. Appreciate y'all.